Hey guys, let's see if this is going to work. Okay, there we go. Sorry, we got a bit of a false start there in the beginning, so I had to restart the video, but now it looks like we are good to go. So perfect. All right, let me open up over here so that we can get the chat going. Mike, Josh, hi. Hey guys, I'm excited to kick this off tonight. So hello and welcome. Brett, hi, I am great, thank you. How are you doing? Richard, hello. Sean, hi. Ron, Dennis, hey everybody. Oh, good. I love it when everyone says hi when they get here, so I know everyone is watching and ready to go. Martin, hello from North Carolina. Hello. Yeah, I did make it exactly 4 minutes late. I started right on time at 8 o'clock, and like I said, false start. We had to shut down the video and restart it, which is fine. We roll with the punches over here these days. My daily side says, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Cord Cutters News if you haven't already. Thank you for that reminder. Martin, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I clicked on start stream and it was just showing me a loading arrow or something. So I couldn't see myself, couldn't see any of you, so I just restarted it. Not a problem. CJ, yes, I am having an awesome week, thank you. We are gearing up for Prime Week next week, so that has been what I've been working on a whole lot. NYC says, do you see Disney Plus having a UI update? The app is slow as molasses on my Roku stick, works great in my Roku Ultra. I would say that they are probably due for an update. I don't think that they have, excuse me, don't think that they have made a major update since launching around this time last year. So yeah, I would say that they are probably due for an update. Aaron had me on the other stream. Yeah, I think I was showing up, but I was getting a loading thing, which would have made things a little bit more complicated because I couldn't see any of your comments. So just restarted. It was just easier that way. Tom, hello from California. Josh has the Luke question that we get once a week. Who was the guy who used to do Cord Cutters News on YouTube? That was Luke Bauma. He was the founder of Cord Cutters News. He has now moved on, but you can find him on his YouTube channel. I think it's still called Guy Reviews, or did he change it to the other news channel name? You can find him over on Twitter at LukeBK, where he is sharing all kinds of fun news. April says, Locast is awesome. Thank you for the info. Oh, April, I'm so glad it's working for you. Where are you at that you are using Locast? I always ask because I'm so jealous that other people can use it. We don't have it here in Cleveland yet. Bill says, do you know any place selling ATSC 3.0 USB TV sticks? I don't yet. I know that some places are working on them, but I have not seen any yet. But if you have, please let me know. Oh, okay, yeah, Luke's new channel is The Breakdown with Luke. He does some really fun news stories over there. Highly recommend. Let's see. Oh, Colin, so I've been looking into this a little bit, but I definitely need to dig in more, and I think I'll have time to over the weekend. Colin is asking about the FCC volume rules for those loud commercials. We had a chat about this either last week or the week before, about how sometimes whenever you're watching TV, the commercials are so much louder than TV. And apparently the FCC has rules about this, but we're not sure if they apply to streaming too. So thank you for sending me the info about that. I'm definitely going to dig in a little more when I have some time. This week has been a little hectic, so as soon as I get a chance, I will definitely look into that. It's on a post-it note stuck to my computer right in front of me, so I promise I won't forget. Yeah, Bill. So Austin, Texas is the latest city to start broadcasting in ATSC 3.0. There are lots of other cities that are in the process of making that happen. And whenever we see that another city has been added to the list, we post about it. So definitely keep an eye on cordcuttersnews.com. Adrian says, waiting for Black Friday. Oh my gosh, you and me both, Adrian. I think that Prime Day is going to have some good deals. We're already hearing about some of them. There are some TVs on sale right now. So the deals are starting to come. But I'm with you. I think Black Friday will be a lot of fun. Cyber Monday too. I think a lot of people are going to be shopping online this holiday season for obvious reasons. So I think that Black Friday and Cyber Monday will be huge this year. Yeah, it's a good question. My Daily Side says, are we going to have Black Friday this year due to COVID? I think that a lot of the sales will just go online. So we will definitely be posting about deals as we hear them. We're already talking about our plan for finding sales and letting you guys know about them for Black Friday. So we will keep you in the loop. In Florida, I get 21 channels, not like in Texas where you got 73. Holy smokes. Yeah, I only get about 12 where I'm at, and I love hearing about how many channels you guys have because, again, super jealous. Joseph says, do you know if the new Roku coming out is going to have HBO Max? Unfortunately, HBO Max has not made a deal with Roku just yet, but we are hoping it happens soon. I'm crossing my fingers for before the holidays. Brian says, view it in Cleveland. Another new streaming service. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Bill says, I wonder about veterans getting free meals this year due to COVID. I wonder if they'll do takeout, Bill. I know there are a lot of deals on Veterans Day. I'm wondering if people will just do things like takeout coupons for later, maybe. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Yeah, man, COVID has really just turned everything upside down. DMS only gets about 12 channels too. I don't know about you, DMS, but for me, I think it's because I have a good antenna. It works well, but I am in the middle of downtown Cleveland, so I'm surrounded by big brick buildings. So I think that interferes with my reception. Bree has a suggestion for Prime deals, a YouTube site called Matt's Daily Deals. He's been talking about Amazon Prime Day. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. We've been posting some too over on CordcuttersNews.com. So Tamara just wrote a post today about, sorry, got distracted by comments. Tamara wrote a post today about some TVs that have gone on sale, and the deals run through October 12th, so right before Prime Day. So there's definitely some good stuff coming out already. G-Money says, I've started looking at Peacock's channel a bit. Free content, lots of free content. One good show is Covert Affairs. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, so Peacock, if you're not already watching, has a free tier with limited content, but still, like G-Money said, lots of free content, so worth checking out. Colin wants to know if I've watched Ted Lasso on Apple TV, and I'm glad you asked. I have not started it, but that is my whole plan for the weekend. I actually have Friday off of work, and I think that I will be spending a good chunk of that time catching up on shows that you guys have been recommending, so I will definitely check it out. I hear great things. I've been reading on Twitter, especially people just raving about Ted Lasso. James wants to know if we've done a review on the new Google Chromecast. We have not yet. Philip is still trying to get his. Bit of a hold up, but he will be making a video review, an in-depth review, as soon as he gets his hands on one. Mark wants to know why there are ads on YouTube. Watching a video and an ad pops up every time. Yep, that is just what you get with free YouTube. It is ad supported. April gets 59 channels with a rooftop antenna in Detroit. That's awesome. Again, super jealous. So sorry, my nose is so itchy. I know that's annoying to watch. My Daily Side says, are you going to watch the keynote on October 13th for the Apple event? I absolutely will be. It is on my calendar. I will be coming to you with all of the news as it's happening. Philip has a post ready to go about a new Apple TV if one comes out, so we can just fill in some information and get it out to you. Ron says Chromecast with Google TV is a great new streamer, has HBO Max and Peacock. Come on, Roku, get HBO Max. Yeah, honestly, I would love to see that happen before the holidays. My Daily Side wants to know if I will be upgrading to a new iPhone 12. Personally, just moved my whole desk. Personally, I don't think that I will, at least not right away. Colin wants to know if I'm an iPhone user. I am. I love my iPhone. I don't think that I will upgrade right away just because mine's fine. I'm not someone that has to get it as soon as it comes out. So, still happy with mine. "33 channels in Iowa." Awesome. April wants to know if YouTube Premium is worth it. I would say that's completely personal preference. You don't get ads. You also get YouTube Music, and there are definitely some other benefits to using YouTube Premium. The people I know who use it and Cord Cutters News readers who use it seem to absolutely love it. So if it's worth it to you to not have ads during your videos, I would say go for it. James is using the iPhone 6. You know what? I will just keep using mine until it's not working anymore. I do notice that it slows down, and I know a lot of other people have commented on this too. It definitely slows down as the newer versions come out, but I have a pretty new one. I have an 11, so it's fine for now. G Money is intrigued about the show. I don't know how to pronounce this. Terran on Apple TV. Interesting trailer. I have not seen that one yet. Yeah, it does seem like YouTube ads have increased. I agree. I think that something they did recently was they made it so, I think, I might be wrong. Who knows? Obviously, I'm not the YouTube expert around here, but I think it used to be that your video had to be 10 minutes before they would place ads. And now I think they took it down to like 5 or 6 minutes, and then you can place, I think, as many ads as you want. So that's probably why I think YouTube creators are probably trying to get some more profit. I know that COVID really hit a lot of creators hard, so they're probably trying to make up for some of that lost income. Yeah, some people are saying that YouTube Premium is completely worth it. Yep, if you watch it a lot. Colin says, I watch so much YouTube that paying for it is worth it. Yeah, I think a lot of people would agree. Oh, yeah, here's a good topic for us to cover this week. Ron says that Hulu has a good series for horror called Monsterland. So Hulu just came out with a bunch of like scary movies and stuff for Halloween. And I know that Amazon Prime is coming out with a bunch. Bloody Disgusting is now available on the Roku channel for free. So if there's any other horror content, any scary movies and things that you guys would like to recommend, definitely leave a comment. You know that they're not my favorites, but I'm happy to share the news with the rest of you who are into them. Van Helsing on Netflix. Hi Frank, good to see you. Yeah, that's something I've noticed too, Chris, that ads on YouTube are coming in pairs now. So whenever you have a little commercial break, it used to just be one ad, and now they're doubling up. So that's true too. Wanda is getting 51 channels on a rooftop antenna. That's amazing. Very, very happy for you. Yeah, Jose, I think that's a common problem. He's waiting for the iPhone 12 Max because the 6S Plus is getting so laggy. I think that just happens every time they come out with a new one. The older ones get a little slower. Oh yeah, Enola Holmes is a good show on Netflix. That one's definitely on my list too. It looks really good. Yeah, Robert, I'm with you. Robert says I have premium for YouTube just to get rid of the political stuff. I've been getting so many political ads. I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. I'm over it. I don't want to see the ads anymore. I know who I'm voting for. I'm confident. No more ads, please. Jeff, yes, your emails were definitely helpful. Anytime that you guys have news tips or stories that you would like us to cover, please do send them my way. I love getting emails like that where you guys tell me what you want to read about. So you can email me anytime at jess@quirkcrittersnews.com. Brett is also liking YouTube Premium so far. Yeah, everyone that has it seems to really love it. So good to know. James says Umbrella Academy on Netflix is what he is watching. Oh, April, sorry, I missed your comment. Weird World on YouTube has spooky ghost stories. Fun channel. Cool. Love that. CJ, no. Unfortunately, no updates on HBO Max or Peacock coming to Fire TV. I honestly thought that we would see that happen immediately after Peacock came to Roku TV. I thought Amazon would be right behind them. So personally, I'm very surprised. But nope, still waiting, unfortunately. But I will let you know as soon as I hear anything. Colin, yeah, let me write this down. Can you update a post, do an updated post about deals for students? Yes. Let me make a note so I don't forget. Yes, we will absolutely do that. So you can expect that, let's say, next week. Joseph says we should all email Roku about HBO Max. I don't know that it's going to help because I know that they're already working on a deal. I know that they know you guys want to see that happen. Anytime I talk to anyone at Roku, I make sure to mention people really want HBO Max. They're very aware, and I think that they're working on it, so hopefully soon. This will be a question for the group because I, to be honest, am not sure. Is there anywhere that I can watch seasons 1 and 2 of The Voice? Does anyone know if there is a streaming service showing older seasons of The Voice? If you could let Mike know in the comments. Colin says YouTube Premium has a student price. You can get it for just $6.99. That's a good deal. CJ says new Chromecast is awesome. Good. Happy to hear that. Yeah, early reviews are looking great. Another good YouTube channel. It's called Timeline. It has history subjects. Ooh, I love stuff like that. Good to know. I'm going to write that down. Timeline. On YouTube. You guys always have the best suggestions. G Money says that would be a good place to find The Voice on Peacock. Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure. Not sure if they have older seasons. Definitely something to look into. Frank says Pluto TV is now on Verizon Fios. What is it like, Jess? I have not used it on Verizon Fios specifically, but Pluto TV is amazing. If you're just asking about in general, what's it like? So good. Pluto TV is just one of my very favorite free streaming services. There are a ton of good ones, but Pluto just has so much content. It's owned by Viacom CBS, so it has a lot of CBS content. Sometimes shows on CBS All Access will do previews over on Pluto TV. Just so much. Their dedicated channels are really great. They just re-added the James Bond channel, which was a fan favorite. Yeah, just some really good content. So I highly recommend it. Plus, it's free. You can't beat that. CJ says, The Boys being made by Amazon. I'd be surprised if you'd find it anywhere other than Amazon. Yeah, agreed. I think that's a Amazon exclusive. Yeah, My Daily Side, also a fan of Pluto TV. It's hard to beat it. So much good content and for $0. Good stuff. I really like it. Oh, yeah. G Money says that all the Harry Potter movies are on Peacock this month. Love that. I like watching those movies again. I think I've seen them all probably twice all the way through. I love watching them at this time of year. Ron says Pluto added more music channels with Vivo to replace Dash Radio. Yeah, they've been working on building up their channel lineup, and yeah, they just added some more Vivo music channels recently. Oh, that's interesting. Bill says that Will Wheaton is going to be on Picard next year. That's very cool. Amazing Eric says the live TV part of the Roku channel is similar to Pluto TV. Absolutely. Lots of the same content too. And they have some exclusives like Bloody Disgusting if you are into the horror genre. Yeah, Dennis wants to know if I have any thoughts on CBS All Access changing its name to Paramount Plus next year. I think it makes sense. I think that CBS All Access makes it sound like it's only CBS content, but with the service adding more content from Viacom CBS's whole portfolio of brands, I think it makes sense to have a name change. I am so sick of streaming services just slapping a plus sign at the end of their name. I don't get it. I don't like it. It makes it confusing. But I think that Paramount would have been a great name just by itself. I don't love the plus sign. But I do think it was a good move to change the name just so that people know that it is a whole collection of content, not just from CBS. Is anyone else really sick of... I'm sorry about the noise outside. Someone with their window down just playing their music really loudly. Sorry about that. I would love to know, though, what your feelings are about all of these streaming services adding a plus sign to the end of their name. Are you guys as annoyed about that as I am? Ron says Zumo and Stir have slightly less content than Pluto TV, but are also free streaming channels. Yeah, Zumo, Stir, Tubi, Crackle, there are a ton. We love talking about them over here because, again, you can't beat free. So definitely a ton of free streaming services, a ton of free content that you can access as a cord cutter. Someone's playing 50 Cent out of the window of their car, and they are at the stoplight right outside of my apartment window. That's perfect. Yeah, lots of people talking about the plus signs. Yep, I think we're all on the same page here. Robert says, just like AMC's new streaming service, AMC Plus, not very original. Agreed. I understand the point of it, I guess. It keeps your brand name in the title, but not into it. Jose says, my friend and I were confused because I was saying Apple TV referring to the device. She was talking about the streaming service. Yeah, exactly. It just makes everything so confusing. Not a fan. Mickey says, hi Jess, I got news about Bloody Disgusting TV on the trailer for it. On the comments, they said coming to other devices after October. Okay, so it sounds like it is exclusive to the Roku channel at launch, but it will be on other services after October. Very smart the Roku channel to get dibs at this time of year when people want to be watching all of these scary movies. I'm sorry, I was laughing because some of your comments are spot on. Ron says, I am now a free music streamer. Yeah, I'm gonna get dinged for copyright infringement or something from YouTube. Gosh. Oh, it sounded like thunder? Okay, good. As long as you can't hear the words, perfect. Yeah, so annoying. I love where I live, but it's so funny because this happens every night where somebody will be driving past just blasting their music, or there are a bunch of kids on dirt bikes that go down the road at like 9 o'clock every night. I don't get it. Oh well. How do you get Zumo? The same as any other streaming channel. You can get it from the Roku store. You can get it on Fire TV. It's just an app that you download. You can also watch online. Chris says the streaming services can do a better job when it comes to naming their service. Yes, having the plus sign at the end is getting old. Completely agree. CJ says, just as an insight, if you have an HBO Max account, you can still use the HBO app on Fire TV and Roku. You'll be limited to only HBO content, though. Yeah, and that's the bummer here, is that you won't get any of that original content that HBO is coming out with. Will YouTube TV ever get the History Channel? That is a big maybe. I would not count on it happening anytime soon, only because they did just see a recent price hike, and they have been adding more Viacom channels, so I wouldn't count on them adding more channels anytime soon, because that would probably lead to another price hike, which I don't think they want to do right now. I don't think that subscribers would be thrilled with that. Yeah, Apple TV Plus is another one. So many of them. Oh, good question. Any update on Cord Cutters mugs and the giveaway that you were working on? So unfortunately, there's a fly. Speaking of my Cord Cutters news mug, there's a fly on mine. Unfortunately, I have to go through the company to do a giveaway. I can't just put it together myself. So working on it, definitely. It is on our radar. It is something that we have been talking about and something that we're trying to work on. It's, again, a coronavirus thing. If we were all in the office working together, I think it would be easy to put something together, but I'm just not sure how it's going to work right now. But yeah, definitely something that we're thinking about and something that I want to get in the works as soon as possible. My daily side says hopefully by Christmas, and yeah, agreed. If you're talking about the giveaway, yes, agreed. But we will see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here's another good one for spooky season. Swamp Thing on the CW yesterday. I watched it this morning on the website app. The president of CW says, lost your comment, says that if it gets good ratings, it could be greenlit for a second season. Awesome. Yeah, so let's all go watch Swamp Thing. It looks really good. Good to know. Good to know. April says that Luke could make a guest appearance. Yeah, definitely. I would love that. We'll see. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. If you're finding videos like this helpful, please hit the like button. It just lets us know that you are interested in these Wednesday night videos. Hi, Paul. Sorry I missed your comments. Just got the new Chromecast with the remote added to the TV with Google TV. Best streaming device of all. Wow, that is a big compliment. Best streaming device of all time. Awesome. I'm really glad you're liking it, and I'm really glad it seems like Google really listened to what people want and made just a better device. I think that the Chromecast was fine, but it seems like it was really missing some pretty key features and things like having a remote, which seems really basic. So very cool. Very glad that they listened to their customers. Yeah, Regal Cinema's closing down. I heard that they got bailed out. Maybe somebody invested. I can't remember what I read earlier. It was right in the middle of a busy moment in the day, but I think I remember reading something about that, if anyone knows. Brian, great question. I wish that I had an answer. What's the over-under on Apple releasing a TV stick? Lord only knows. I'm very interested in this Apple event. I think obviously it's going to be very iPhone focused, but I'm crossing my fingers that we get some kind of streaming news. We haven't heard anything from Apple in a minute, so I'm hoping. Roy says, all those apps with a plus, I give them an A+. Okay, well there you go. Somebody's happy with that naming strategy. Mickey, I heard Apple TV app is coming to the new Chromecast with Google TV. I have the blue one and I love it. Can you confirm if this is true? I have heard the same thing, and I don't think I have any details. I think Philip has really been covering both Chromecast and Apple news lately, so definitely check back for updates. Why am I thinking that we posted something about this just recently? I'll look into that. Yeah, what you noticed about these free apps is that they all play old movies. Definitely. If you are a fan of classic content, free streaming services are where it's at. Roku channel has some good stuff. Crackle has some good stuff. The Film Rise channel is another free one. They have a ton of classic movies. Lots to check out. All right. Oh, I'm missing some comments here. Let me scroll up a little bit. April says, Sling TV has a glitchy interface on Roku. Is it any better on other devices? You know what? That's interesting because some people say that it's glitchy. Some have no problems with it. It's like that with YouTube TV, Hulu, everything else too. I have used Sling TV on my Roku and I haven't had any issues with it. I actually had a lot of issues with YouTube TV. So I don't know. It's so hit or miss. It's difficult to know which one's going to work well. But if anyone else has any insights about that, if you're using Sling TV, what device are you using it on, and are you running into issues with playback? Brian says it's best on Fire TV. Oh yeah, Plex and Distro TV. Plex is one of my favorites for free content. They just came out with live TV streaming recently. They have a free channel and it's awesome so far. Bill says Emergency is currently in movies on Cozy, which means it should be starting over soon. Robert is having no issues on a TiVo Stream 4K watching Sling. Mike is having no issues with Sling on Apple TV. Theodore wants to know if I have Android TV suggestions. I would say this new Google Chromecast is a good one. It has Google TV, which is a version sort of Android TV. I'm not explaining that well at all. TiVo Stream 4K is another great option. Those are the two most affordable options. I would recommend either. Oh no, Richard says that the Disney channels are not working on Fubo. Interesting. I wonder if there is a outage. If anyone else is using, if anyone else is a Fubo subscriber, are Disney channels working for you? Yeah, we're seeing lots of people saying that Sling works well on Fire TV devices and Apple TV. Oh, thanks for that, Robert. Robert points out that the TiVo Stream 4K is about $50, so pretty affordable. James says Fubo is working for him in New York City. That's why I love this chat. If anyone's having any issue with their streaming service, there are hundreds of us that are here together to talk it out and figure out where the problem is. Yeah, this is another good question. Afraid that YouTube TV is not planning on bringing back Fox Sports channels anytime soon. Will they drop the monthly rate? I am so sorry to tell you that there is very little chance that they will be dropping their rate. They happen to get an extension on these Fox Sports channels, these RSNs, and luckily that lasted up until the beginning of this month. But now that that extension is over, they're dropping the channels, or they already have, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think that they're planning on bringing them back soon. Maybe this time next year for sports. Hard to say. Things with RSNs are always so up in the air. It's hard to say what's going to happen with them. But to answer your question, no, I don't expect them to bring down the monthly rate at all. That price hike really happened because they were adding Viacom CBS channels. So, yeah, I think the price will stay the same for now. Oh, this is a good compliment. CJ says the integration of YouTube TV on the new Chromecast is pure heaven. That's awesome. Good to know. Makes sense. Everything's owned by Google. Good to know. Isn't YouTube TV doing bundles with lower prices like Sling does? Any updates on that? No updates. We heard too that Hulu might be thinking about that. We posted about that months ago and haven't heard anything since. YouTube TV is testing some stuff out with their sports bundle where it's an add-on, sort of like Sling's add-ons. But obviously the YouTube TV base package price is much higher than Sling's base package. But again, to answer your question, I get off on tangents sometimes. Sorry about that. But no, we haven't heard any updates on YouTube TV or Hulu doing lower price bundles. But I think it would be a great idea. I would love to see it happen. Unfortunately, no news right now. G-Money says, sounds like the RSNs are pricing themselves out of the market. Completely agree. That's a conversation we've been having over here too. These services don't want to pay for it anymore. They're getting expensive. They're asking for more money every time, and streaming services don't want to pay up. So I think that there's going to have to be some kind of change. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like. April says, Plex is great for making playlists of all of your media files. I can have continuous play of multiple shows and movies. Yeah, Plex is a really cool tool for cord cutters. I'm glad it's working for you, April. Sorry, I'm so stuffy. Gosh. Second that the weather gets colder. Timothy wants to know if Netflix and Chromecast is a good deal. I would say yes. For those of you who didn't see it, there is a deal for, you can get a Chromecast and a year subscription for Netflix. If you are planning to get a Chromecast, I would say yes, especially if you are a Netflix subscriber. I think, of course, yeah, saving some cash, always a good thing. Lisa says, can anyone tell us if the weather channel on Friendly is the same as on cable? Yeah, I think it's just the live weather channel, the same as you would see anywhere else. Joseph says, my sister is having trouble with Hulu on Fire Stick. Joseph, can you tell us what the trouble is? Is it just that channels aren't working? Maybe some of us can check out Hulu on our Fire Sticks and let you know if we're finding those issues too. Colin says, Jess, did you see that Disney re-released Hocus Pocus in theaters and it was the #2 top grossing movie in the US over the weekend? I had no idea. And that's the thing too, like, I don't understand movies coming out in theaters right now and whether it's safe to go or not. So I haven't even really been paying attention to movies coming out in theaters lately. But man, Hocus Pocus, what a great movie. I think that's also a good compromise for companies like Disney who aren't sure about putting new movies out in theaters right now. So why not compromise and do a release of an older movie? That was super smart on their part. RSN is not returning to YouTube TV, but is Luke returning to Cord Cutters News? I can tell you that no, he is not returning. I'm so sorry. I know you guys miss him. We miss him too. But he seems very happy where he's at right now. He's got his new YouTube channel that he's working on. He's spending a ton of time with his family. So he's very happy where he's at. AM says, do you know if streaming services allow a limited number of people to share an account? Yes, they do. Each one is a little bit different. They will tell you how many people can share an account. They will also tell you how many streams you can be showing simultaneously. So if you're watching, how many people can also be watching at the same time. So it's different for each one, but they will let you know when you sign up. Sheesh, sorry guys. I don't know if I have allergies or what, but man, my eyes are itchy and my throat is scratchy. What is happening? Austin, hello from Mississippi. Hi, thank you for being here. G Money, thank you so much. I love you guys too. Okay, Joseph says the problem with Hulu on the Fire Stick is it keeps crashing and going back to the home screen. So my suggestion would be completely close out of everything and restart. Or if it continues being a problem, you might think about uninstalling the app completely and then reinstalling. That is usually what streaming services will recommend if you're having problems like that continuously. I do not have the Rona, I promise. I know, and I'm afraid of saying that I ever don't feel well because I don't want anyone to think that's what it is, but no, I'm just a little, I don't know, just a scratchy throat and itchy eyes, so it's definitely just allergies or something. My Daily Side, thank you so much for keeping track. We are at 50 likes on this video, and I appreciate every single one of them so much. Thanks, guys. Richard says you can rent movies on YouTube. That is absolutely true. You can also rent on tons of different places like Redbox and Fandango now and iTunes. There are so many options for digital rentals. Will Roku ever allow switching between channels like Apple TV? Great question. So Roku is working on something now. I know that this is not the same as Apple TV, but they are working on something now where they can, let me think about how to say this the right way. In my head, it sounded right, but as soon as I started saying it, I knew it was going to come out in the wrong way and be very confusing. They, a while back, made it so that if you have an antenna hooked up to your Roku TV, that you could watch the Roku channel guide channels along with your antenna channels, and it would all be in the same guide together. They are doing that again, but they took our advice. They must have been listening in on some of our live streams. They are making it so that it's optional, so you can turn off the Roku channels from showing up in your antenna channel guide. So that's just one thing that they're doing to sort of give you that channel flipping experience, I guess was the point to all of that rambling. They are trying to give you that, the channel flipping experience that a lot of us are missing since our cable TV days. So pretty cool feature in my opinion. I'm glad that they're making it optional where you can flip it on or off. Redbox also has live TV with limited channels. Yeah, that's another good free streaming service. Colin says, Jess, what do you think of the delayed release of big blockbuster movies to theater, and how will it affect theaters that are open? So theaters are clearly very much struggling right now. It's definitely not helping the theaters, but I understand it. The studios would lose so much money by releasing movies in theaters right now, so I get it, but it's hard too because so many people are being affected by theaters closing. I think that studios are smart to release straight to streaming right now. I hate to say that though, because like I said, so many people are being affected by theaters closing. So, what do I think about it? I guess I understand it. I understand the delays. It stinks for everybody involved, and I wish that this whole coronavirus thing would just go away so we could get back to normal. Does anyone know if Hulu with live TV integrates with Chromecast with Google TV? I use Hulu, not YouTube TV, but can it integrate into Google's live TV service? Yeah, I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, I think Hulu with live works on the new Chromecast. Jimmy, hello, good to see you. Okay, Brett, I see what you mean. Sorry, I was confused. Switching between apps, I'm not really sure. I think that every interface is just a little different, so I don't think they're going to do something similar, but Who knows? Honestly, these updates happen so frequently. All right, we have time for just a few more questions. Oh, interesting. Bill says that AMC and Cinemark are both open in Texas. Bill, I'm interested. Have you been to the theater? I don't know if I would go. I don't know if I would risk it right now. Vudu has free content too. Yeah, so with Vudu you can rent or buy digital movies, but they also have some free content that you can watch with ads. Brie, I do not know when the next season of Orville comes out. Does anyone know? Any other Orville fans here? When is the new season coming out on Hulu? Colin says, Jess, do you foresee Disney letting us know how successful the release of Mulan via premium access was? I think that they will. So quarterly earnings calls are coming up again soon, and I'm hoping, really hoping, that during that quarterly call, they will give us some indication of how well it did. It's front and center again on my desk on a Post-it note to pay special attention to their call, to their report, and just see if they give any numbers. But yes, I think that they will, because it was a new feature. It was something very new for them. And especially if it was successful, I think that they would like to brag about that a little bit. Richard, the new Chromecast is out, my friend. You can get it now. Yeah, agreed, April. Channel flipping is really nice. That's the one thing I think I really miss about cable, is just being able to mindlessly go through the channels. So I always appreciate when a service makes that an option. Oh, getting some emails. Are they from you guys? They are not, so they can wait until later. Chris says, I watch movies on video on demand. Rental prices are cheaper than in the theater. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I've always kind of been a homebody, so I'm happy to wait until they are streaming. Do I think that Disney will make more movies available on premium access? I think it completely depends on how well Mulan did. I'm very interested to see those numbers, like you said. I think once we know those numbers, we will get a much better idea of where Disney is going to go with premium access. Yeah, Bill, good point. Popcorn and Coke is cheaper when you just buy it at the grocery store too and enjoy it at home. That's a great point. Jermaine, you missed everything. Why so late, my friend? Better late than never, but we are wrapping up in just a couple of minutes. Yeah, CJ says way better snacks whenever you stream at home. Completely. Although the movie theater closest to me has a full bar these days, so I don't know. Colin wants to know if I'm going to watch the VP debate. I am planning on it. We are wrapping this up just in time to go watch it if anyone's interested. Jermaine, yeah, we will have this up for you to watch later, so no worries. You can catch up later. All right, guys, I think that we are going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all so much for being here with me again. I have so much fun chatting with you guys every week. So yeah, thank you for being here, and I will see you all next week. So make sure that you pay attention to quirkittersnews.com on the 13th and 14th especially. We will be sharing a ton of Prime Day deals for you. So keep an eye on the website for all of those. And I will see you guys right back here next week.